Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, I definitely did miss this. Let's look into it. You notice that some alts have a bullish 9-week stop-ons. Yeah, there's quite a lot of bullish 9-week stop-ons. Bullish also, they're mostly as well bullish quarterly stop-ons in the new 9-week. Some of them actually have formed bearish stop-ons on the 9-week as well at the moment. Now, based on my opinion, do I believe this is the start of the bull run? Well, yeah, it's a good question. I did mention it and talk about it a few times in the group. But yeah, and you said that the BTC Dom is forming this bearish stop once, yeah, and it has fell very nicely. I posted today about it, actually very recently. I'm not sure where I posted. Here, yeah. So here you can see we dropped into that bearish stop point right up here, and we dropped down, and we are now into support, which has volume support on it as well. So that is technically bad for altcoins currently because it can bounce off this level or in this region. Maybe it'll just cause consolidation and go lower. But let's look into a few of those. So I'm not sure is in the last 3 days, has this bounced a lot? Or you asked that question 3 days ago. I think I missed it, but it's up here. Um, like because the 9-week you showed looked like it was almost forming a bit of a doji here, but 3 or 4 days ago it had already moved up. So I'm slightly confused on it, on what you were showing. I'm just saying that the others here, that's confusing to me because it's such a small candle. I don't know when you took that screenshot, but you sent the post 3 days ago. And 3 days ago it wasn't a doji, so maybe that's an old screenshot or something. But anyway, that's the only part that's kind of confusing me. Um, the thing is that what I posted in the group many times is the fact that most coins are still red on the 6 month. Okay, so that's very important. I don't think that most coins are going to flip green on the 6 month. Like I'll just click on any random coins here. Here is AVAX. I, my internet is not the greatest here. It's on Wi-Fi, but this here, as you can see, it's red on a 6 month. I don't think that most of these are going to flip green on this 6 month candle. There's 1 month and 17 days left. So that's what I posted in the group many times. And I think the upside is limited for now. Uh, the hope obviously is that yes, this may have been a major bottom. Like look at that stop hunt right there. Just an example of a random coin. The hope is that yes, this might be the start of an alt season, and this might be the major low. But I don't think that most coins are going to flip green on this 6 month, meaning that it's going to take time. We're going to need patience. Uh, the most of the moves, if we're going to be bullish, usually happen in green candles. Okay, so uh, so what I'm saying is I don't think these are going to flip green, meaning the upside now for the next month is limited to a certain extent. The best moves come from green candles, as you can see right here, and as you can see right here, right? They're the best moves. We are still in a red candle. Okay, so what we want to see obviously is the market bottoming down here, which it just did. So we want to see that holding, hopefully, if all goes well. And then we want to see continued upside either into the end of the year or also, even if we do that into the end of the year, and then and on the new year, then we could do that, right? So the hope is that this has been the bottom of the market, right? That's the ideal situation, that this is the bottom of the market, as long as the stock market's not going to crash, right? And all the rest, then things should be pretty good. Now we can look at any random coin. I'll just click on any random coin. Here's Zen. Like you can God, this actually looks like a good buy here. Actually, it looks a very good buy here. It looks like AV. Like you can see AV here. Very interesting actually. Zen is actually looking very good. I know that like I bought AV down here almost in the very lows. Somewhere down there, 25 or something down there. So I should have bought more of it. I didn't buy a full position, but I still got in very well. So I can happily now add on dips to it to increase my size. or I can add into strength. It puts me in a good position. But this is very, very nice. Av is very nice. But Zen, I want to go back and look at Zen actually. Maybe I should buy some Zen. I know it's a bit of a shitcoin as well, but it's a very similar setup. So I do like this. But what I'm trying to say is the whole point of this, what I'm trying to explain is that most coins are still red on the 6 month, even though we've had very nice bounces. This tells me that the market needs some time and it needs some work. So your question, based on my experience and my opinion, do you believe that this is the start of the bull run? I think it can be, yes. Um, we don't have a crystal ball, but these stop hunts, as you're saying, like, well, there's no stop hunt on this one, but a lot of the market has bounced very hard, and the hope is that that is the low. But what I'm saying is that there's many coins need time, they need a new 6 month candle, and even some might then need a new year to really get a move on. Like for example, if this bounces a little bit more into the next end to the end of this, well, the next 6 months might do that, and then into next year might do that as an example. But the hope is now that this is a major low. We can click on any coin, I suppose. Here's render. Yes, you can see render as well here. It's still red in the 6 month. RSR still red on the 6 month. But these bounces look to be like this is a bullish candle and a bullish breakout, at least potentially. Um, and you can see this is kind of the liquidity grab down here, which leaves the door open for doing something like that on a new 6 month. But the problem is that we do have a long time to wait. We do have a month and 17 days. So what's going to happen in the next month and 17 days? Well, the hope is that we hold these wicks and we don't come back down and have a huge red candle back down. Right? The hope is that these moves now don't retrace and drop right back down. If they don't, and if they stay up here somewhere like this, well, there's a good chance then that obviously the bottom is in, and we can then on a new 6 month candle continue higher. I'm not saying there's not going to be no trades between now and the next month and 17 days. There will be, but most coins have had most of their moves. It can be a little bit more choppy from here on out until the market sets up again because they've had big moves already. So it's definitely a bit of time to be a little bit more cautious. Now, I did post something yesterday, just when I was going to bed. Here, I think. So see here. Look at the large volume here. That was at the very top. We pushed up and then we got a retrace. We got a drop. After this large volume, we got one more push higher and then a drop. After this one here, the market topped up here and actually crashed, right? This one right here was at the very top and we got a retrace back down and then went higher. This, we are now having a large volume again on the others chart, meaning that, maybe there's a little bit more upside and then we could get that drop for a retrace. Okay, so that is interesting. Now it doesn't have to be that way, but it's happened four other times. One, two, three other times in the past. This is the fourth time. So let's see. The other thing I just want to point out here is you can see that obviously this was huge volume. There's something very interesting going on here. But that was huge red volume, which created then a bunch. But if we look here and move into this is a 6 month chart, you can see this huge interesting volume here, right? If I go back here, look at the large volume here. This was on a 3 month, so it's a huge drop there. But look what happened after the 3 months, the market moved up hard. I mean, pretty hard. That's almost an equal measured move of this first move. Like, see if you look at the distance between the bottom there to the top here, it's the same as the first half of the move. Okay, so you can see there was like an equal measured move higher after you get this big red volume. Now, if I move to the 6 month chart, look at this huge volume, right? So on a new 6 month candle, the market could be ready to pump again. Okay, so it's very important trying to understand that volume. Uh, and then I showed down here on the yearly chart. You can see here on the yearly chart, meaning that maybe next year we can also start pumping into next year. Look at this volume. I want to show you. I just want to do it triply, I suppose. Look at the red volume here, the large red volume. What happened after the red volume? The market pumped and pumped pretty hard. That was into your alt season right there. See this move here? That was alt season, right? I know it started here, but this was the main alt season right here. Um, so we're forming the same sort of volume here, right? And the hope is that on a new 6 month candle and a new 12-month candle. I know I put them the wrong way. This is 6 month and 12 month. The hope is that on the new candles, this market can move up hard. Look at this volume, okay? And this is volume we've never seen before. So could that be the start of something bigger, right? I put this here, you know, possibly short-term top above this volume, okay? Short-term top for a dip, right? That's what I was trying to talk about there yesterday. And then what something bigger is brewing, right? And then I put the emoji all season, right? So all season, possibly something bigger is brewing because of the volumes we're getting. So I hope that makes a bit of sense. The market, in my opinion, can struggle a little bit into the end of the 6 month candle. I'm not saying the market's completely top, but there is bits of top some place right now. The market has moved hard, so we do need to be careful. But I do think that there's a very good chance that the low is in, and then the next 6 month candle and into next year, the market can go higher. That is the hope. That is what the volume is saying. That is what the patterns are saying. But the next month and 17 days, we want to see these candles holding the gains that they've made. So we do need to watch very carefully. But based on my experience and my opinion, I hope I made that clear. If you have any other questions, definitely let me know. Anyway, mate, yeah, I hope you're well.